Hey, happy Equinox peeps. I'm wearing a bit more autumny attire than usual. It feels good to come out in some layers and to feel the crisp, cool air, to breathe it in. I've really been taking the time to work on my nervous system lately. Oh, look at that sun. Woo. Yeah, and then I just felt, to come outside. I'm glad I did. Outside I missed this, we'd have missed this. I feel so grateful, so blessed. I've been journeying through some hard times within, not gonna lie. Battling some limiting beliefs and habits, old habits that are dying hard, you know. But we gotta be patient with ourselves and compassionate to ourselves and take the time we need, yeah? And let go of feeling bad about it, because then when it defeats the point of having alone time to look after ourselves if we're hating on ourselves during those times. We need others to reflect off each other and help realize our worth, but also we have to balance with that time within to self-inquire and find those answers. I feel like after a long time of not being very social, then this bit of time I've had being social lately has been a bit overwhelming for me. But yeah, I feel really happy since going to the LoveJam Fest. I met some amazing people there, and just the energy, the vibes, it was so full of love and full of gratitude and peace and just beautiful vibrations. No one was like drunk or on alcohol because it was alcohol free there, and it just brought a whole another vibe, and we were able to connect heart to heart, everyone, and there was no anxiety walking up to someone or getting on stage and performing. And I got up there, I freestyled, I sang, I did some of my bars, and it was really empowering. And to be seen and have people give you feedback, and it connects them, or they witness your light and you're reminded of it, because when we're on social media all the time, it's not the same as these human interactions in person, and to have a hug with someone and to connect, smile and singing together. Oh, I'm so glad I got the sauna pass there, because it was beautiful. Everyone in there together, singing, bearing their souls, bearing their bodies. But yeah, it wasn't like that. It was like people were free to just be free and be themselves, and without judgment, and without shame. And it was like acknowledging our shadows as well as our light, but everyone was just vibing high, shining bright. It was so dope. And it wasn't too big, the festival, so it was nice getting around, and just so many synchronicities there. It's really brought my life into alignment, and I'm so looking forward to next year. And also there's LoveJams all across the country, so yeah, going to one of those next week, and I'm really excited for that. It's beautiful, and I've found the sisterhood and found the soul family and found peeps, and connected with a lot of people, and it was so soul nourishing. But then I've found, since being back, I've been a bit overwhelmed having to catch up with everyone and message people back, and it's just like I miss just roaming about and seeing who you bump into. And it's reminding me how much I don't want to be on my phone, and how much time I've already spent on my phone many, many times. I know I say this as I'm on my phone right now, but um, you know, yeah, I've been taking the time to organise and plan getting people together in person, you know. And, you know, I went to the Sweat Lodge ceremony, and, you know, I was reminded of other ceremonies I've been to, and that's what it's about, coming together. Life is a ceremony, or phases of different ceremonies. And when we put our intentions in and come together, hear each other, love each other, you know, that's what it's about, and it's so healing, and that's what's missing in our society, you know. And yeah, just there at LoveJam was like everything I've been envisioning and the world what I want to live in, you know. It was like bring your own cup and cutlery and bowl and that, you know, all eco-friendly. Everything was plant-based there. Yeah, it was banging. And so many jams, so many open mic slots, but also great artists there, and there was like no barriers or restrictions. Like the artists were all mingling with the people. They had the hemp redemption stage there by Mobius Loop, and they're so dope, super badass activists, and actually talking the talk, not just walking the walk. They got the amazing van that's also a stage and solar powered and everything. It's so dope. Yeah, it was just such a great time there, and it's been difficult since being back, like being on my own again and being alone again, but also noticing my social anxiety for meeting up with people and like trying to balance sorting myself out, my nervous system, and regulating and meeting up with people and making new connections and, you know, strengthening bonds and seeing which energy is resonating with me more and what boundaries do I need to set in place, you know, and what do I need to let go of and things. So yeah, I feel it's a lot, but then sometimes that's why it's good to hang out with people, because it stops us being in our head so much. But then that's another distraction, both those things. And just to really practice coming into center and being with ourselves, sitting with ourselves, feeling our energy, or witnessing our emotions, our thoughts, you know, without judgment, not to dwell on them and hate on ourselves, because that's so easy to do. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to work on myself so I can hate on myself and make myself feel like shit and prolong my healing process. Why? No. So yeah, letting go of that and just working on being self-compassionate, you know, self-compassionate. And sometimes I feel like I've shared on here to like repent myself by sharing my journey, and then it's like some of the things aren't so bad anyway, and it's just to ease up and love ourselves, you know, love ourselves as God loves us, you know, as the angels love us, so gentle with their gentle nudges and gentle messages for us, you know. It's never shame or hurting us like in those ways. That's our ego what takes role of that, you know, and just that inner critic that comes from our ego, and we don't have to identify with that. We can argue back, you know. No. I am me. I am an eternal, limitless, multi-dimensional being having a human experience, and I'm here to live in joy. I'm here to live in love, you know. I'm here to explore and to journey and to create and express my unique divine expression. You know, we're all part of the same consciousness witnessing itself in many different ways and aspects, and that's beautiful. That's an exciting journey, you know, to embrace. And it can be easy sometimes to take ourselves so seriously and scrutinize ourselves, when we can be more light-hearted and more fun and more relaxed and positive. You know, positivity is key. And I know not toxic positivity, we've got to acknowledge our shadow, acknowledge our hurt and things, hold space for that, but we don't have to identify with it and keep ourselves in that vibration. You know, we can raise our vibration to positive whilst shaking out all the sorrows, you know, just like reggae, just like the Rasta way, you know, to say what is, but lift up the vibration, you know, not saying what is to bring people down. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna keep it pretty short and sweet. Yeah, yesterday I was in my dad's photography studio, ASPS, Creative Studios, Amos Solomon's photography services. I think that's it, yeah, studio. And he's got his creative studio. So, yeah, we're in there, and yeah, it was great. We recorded some of my poems. So, yeah, stay posted. I will be posting them up soon. Yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on, is my poetry and music. And yeah, that's such a healer, finding what we love to do, our joy and our divine expression, and putting all our energy into that, the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, you know. That's such a good way to process it and journey through it, you know, because we can do things like journaling and writing, you know, we can do poetry, singing, dancing, playing, you know, playing music. Just, it's a way of getting those emotions out, letting them flow and letting them breathe, you know, and giving ourselves space to be in the present moment, to be in the flow, and to just be in life and just be like, yeah, it feels so good to be alive and to be here. And yeah, in the isness of, through the ups, through the downs, everything's a lesson, and every lesson's a blessing, you know. Everything's a blessing, as long as we're learning from it and growing from it. And I know sometimes they're really hard and we can't see how they're a blessing, but that's where our faith comes in, to know that there's something bigger at hand, and we can let go, we can move through, and we can heal ourselves through anything, through any crisis, through any pain, any loss, any suffering, any disease. We have the power within. We are sentience, we are God energy, you know. We are consciousness, and we're far more powerful than we give ourselves credit for, you know. Everyone thinks the ego is what bigs us up, but actually most of the time it's knocking us down and stopping us realizing our real full potential, you know, our truest form, our truest being. But yeah, peace, guys. Have a beautiful Equinox. And yeah, I was feeling to go to Glastonbury. I really wanted to, and I've got a friend that's going there, but I messaged them back too late and I missed that opportunity, and I was feeling a bit hard on myself. But then it was like, no, this is where I'm meant to be, you know. Just like after the festival, it was like people I chatted with was like traveling after that, and I was really like, oh, that's what I need to be doing. And it's like, no, I'm here, so this is where I'm meant to be. Just be present in the now, because we lose a lot of the now by worrying about the past and the future. And then especially when I'm like recording things, it's like I've documented that from the past, and I've got to put it together now to put out for the future, and I'm forgetting to be in the now. And that's why I really like being at LoveJam, because it was being in the now. It was, you know, I spent time not on my phone and not looking at the timetable. I just followed my intuition, and it led me beautifully. So yeah, I'll be posting a video about that as well, and on my Insta. So yeah, Anyway, big love, guys. What brings you joy? Go do that. Go be that. Go embrace that. Peace, one love. Love you guys. Ooh, sunshine. Baby, baby. Yeah, feels so good.